Hey guys, hello Facebook fans and Instagram fans, welcome. It is Wednesday wardrobing again, and we are coming to the end of our Caring for Your Clothes series that has been going on this March. So we started out the beginning, first 2 weeks in this series were about fabrics. What they are, what they're made of, how to care for them, and we went through a lot of fabrics, and we also covered some terminology on how you talk about certain things like vegan versus faux and things like that. So if you missed those videos, you can scroll back on Facebook to find them, or you can go find them on our YouTube channel, which is Fashion Crossroads Inc. Tonight we are going to talk about caring for those clothes, because we want them, especially when we put some money into our clothing, we want them to last a long time. And unfortunately, I wish I could say differently, but higher quality clothes are going to require a little bit more care because you want them to last a long time, and just throwing things in the washer and dryer is not the way to get things to last a long time. First and foremost, the dryer is not your friend. The dryer is not your friend. What I do in my own closet is I have a kind of machine wash and dry basket, and then I have a cold water basket. And pretty much the only thing that goes in the machine wash and dry basket are my pajamas, my underwear, my yoga stuff, my sweatpants, the things that I know are gonna be able to be washed in the machine and dried in the machine with no issues. Everything else goes in my cold water basket. So I don't know about you guys, but I can wear things a couple of times, sometimes 3 or 4 times before I need to wash it. Especially with things like jackets, like this little denim jacket that I have on tonight. You know, if I don't rub up against something, or I don't, get a stain on it, there's no reason that this jacket can't be worn again and again before it's time to wash it. At some level, when it's time to wash is really determined by a stain or an odor, right? So I think that's the first thing that I would recommend, is don't overwash your clothes. Just like you shouldn't overwash your hair, you don't need to wash your clothes every time you wear them unless there is a stain or an odor that you need to get rid of. So I will wear things multiple times until I feel like, okay, I've worn this 2 or 3 times, I probably need to wash it. I put everything, all of my good clothes go in a cold water basket, and then I take that cold water basket to the laundry and I separate it by color. So you should have an ideal color separation, and this is from Laundry Love by Patrick Richardson. An ideal color separation is more than just whites and colors. Your ideal color separation should be your whites or your light whites, your cool colors, your warm colors, and your blacks. He also recommends that you wash separately your athletic wear, and that is because those fabrics, if you've sweated in them, a lot of times you need to wash those in warm, because if you don't, you're not going to get the odor out. So that's what I do. I take my cold water stuff and I separate it just like you would your regular laundry into those different color piles. The logic behind the warm color and the cool color is that if you do get any fabric bleeding, if you have all your cool colors together, you're going to be less likely to see that fabric bleeding actually show up than if you have warm and cool colors mixed together. That's the logic behind that. I mean, obviously, if you don't have enough clothing to make a warm pile and a cool pile, you could definitely put those together, but that is the logic behind his recommendation on color separating. So I wash everything in cold. Usually the cold cycle is always the delicate cycle. I wash everything with vinegar. So I have a big bottle of cheap vinegar that's on top of my washing machine, and I fill up my, let's see, what would it be? It would be the fabric softener little bucket in my washing machine with vinegar every single wash. The reason for that is because vinegar helps to soften your clothes. It acts as a natural fabric softener, much better for you and for the environment. It also helps to set dyes, so it helps to preserve your colors so that your colors don't fade as fast. And then it's also really good for the inside of your washing machine. It helps keep it all clean. So I put vinegar in every single wash, and then sometimes I like essential oils, so I'll put a few drops of essential oils in with my laundry detergent. That's my natural kind of fabric softener smell. I wash everything in cold water, and then I hang everything. And the reason for that is because, like I said, the dryer is not your friend. Now you might be saying, well, yeah, but if I hang it, it gets stiff or it dries kind of wrinkly. No problem. What you do with those things is you just take those things and put them in like a 10-minute steam cycle on your dryer or wrinkle release cycle, and that will soften the fabrics in a quick low heat dryer. That's not going to hurt the fabrics, but it's going to take the wrinkles out and it's going to soften your fabrics. And if you do that with your cold water wash in cold water, hang to dry, you're almost never going to ruin anything. It's when we get in a hurry and we just throw things in blindly, that's when we run into trouble. So a couple other tricks with your dark jeans. These are Not Your Daughter's dark wash jean. The vinegar trick is really important. It was from Not Your Daughters that I learned the vinegar trick about setting the color and the dyes. But I also learned from them to wash your jeans inside out. This also helps to preserve the color so it doesn't fade as quickly. And if you're washing your jeans inside out, washing them with a little bit of vinegar, washing them in cold water and hanging them to dry and just steam cycling them or wrinkle release cycling them to get the wrinkles out, your jeans are going to last a really long time and preserve their color for a really long time. So that is a good trick, and I do that with any colored denim. So it doesn't have to just be my dark denim. Any colored denim, black denim, anything like that, I wash inside out. Then another good trick is if you have anything delicate like this that has, like embroidery or anything like that, you can wash this in a laundry bag, and that will just prevent, what a laundry bag is it's like this mesh bag. You can buy them at Walmart. It zips at the top. They're usually like, about this big. You fold your item up, you put it in the laundry bag. It's mesh, so the water and the soap go through the mesh, but it prevents this item from rubbing up against everything else that's in your washing machine, therefore preventing any unnecessary snagging. So like, you forget that you put this white jacket in with this that has a hook and eye, and you put this together and they go in the machine like this, and you pull this out and the lace is snagged. That is why you would use a laundry bag. So they're very useful for things that are delicate that you don't want to snag or have anything rub against it. Laundry bags are also great for lingerie. That's how I wash all of my lingerie, is in a laundry bag. And you do want to take the time, ladies, when you wash your bras, to get the cups going in the same direction, like this. You want to preserve the shape of the cup, and if you just willy-nilly put it in there and you've got like your cups all bent like that, that is not going to help your bra last a really long time. So you want to get the cups going the same direction. You want to make sure that all your straps are hooked again, so you're not having that agitation of that hook rubbing against the fabric all the time. And then you're going to stick it in your bra bag or your laundry bag, just like I just got done describing to you. I can fit 2 or 3 bras in my laundry bag, put them in there, wash them with my cold water, whites, and then hang them to dry, and they're great to go. If you do have a little bit of an odor in your bra, sometimes a cold water wash will not get that odor out. In that case, you want to wash on warm water, a warm cycle, not a hot cycle, in the quick cycle wash. So in a quick cycle wash, your clothes are only exposed to warm water for 8 minutes. So that is not long enough to damage them, but it is long enough to activate your detergent and help get any odor out. So that is a way of dealing with odor when you really don't want to wash in warm. When you have any kind of delicate knits or really pretty knits like this, you're generally always going to want to hand wash them and lay them flat to dry. Do not hang your knits to dry, because the weight of the fabric on the hanger will stretch out the shoulder and the sleeve, and so you will lose the shape of your knit. So you want to wash it, just hand wash in a sink filled with a little detergent. Rinse it out really good. Don't wring it. You want to roll it in a towel. So what you will do is you'll pull it out of the sink, fold it up, lay it down like this, and roll it up in a towel. And that towel will take most of the water out. You can do that a couple different times, and then lay it flat to dry on a table, or if you have a drying rack, that works really good. That's the best thing to do with your knits. And also, you don't want to hang your knits in your closet. You really should be folding your sweaters in your closet. So whether you're folding them at the top of your closet, or you have some bins maybe that slide under the bed, or you're folding them in your dresser, your good quality knits should always be folded and not hung, because of the same thing. Because the weight of the fabric over time is going to stretch out the arms, stretch out the shoulders. That's when you end up putting your sweater on and your sleeve that used to be here is here. That's what's happened. It's the weight of the fabric has stretched it out. And that's especially true when you get with a little beefier knit like this. Sometimes you're okay. I would still recommend folding it. But when you have really delicate knits, they'll grow if you hang them, so you don't ever want to hang them. And you know, I think any kind of delicate fabrics, so like, you know, this is gauzy, really gauzy cotton. It's really lightweight and airy. I think this would be something to wash in a laundry bag as well. Again, anything that is going to be damaged by abrasion or just being tumbled in a washing machine with other things, you should either wash all those separately or put them in a laundry bag so that they are protected from that abrasion. Okay, and then with like some fabrics, like our Simply fabric, it is designed to be washed in cold water and hung to dry, and it'll actually dry wrinkle free. Most of your fabrics are probably not going to dry wrinkle free, but if you use that little steam cycle trick that I shared with you, you can get most everything taken care of without having to iron or anything like that. And then if you do still have a few wrinkles in your clothing after you have done the steam cycle, the fabric release, the wrinkle release sprays are miraculous. What you do with those is you just hang your item up, you spray, and then you just use your hand like this, almost like brushing the wrinkles out. So I use those all the time, and between the steam cycle, the fabric release, I never iron anything. I don't ever iron things. So between those two things, I'm able to take care of my clothes, make them last a long time, and not have to iron, which is all good for me. All right, you guys. So, hey guys, hey, how are you? Good to see you. So next week is the question and answer session. So that is your opportunity to ask me questions. So I want you to go ahead and post those in the feed on the event. So Instagram, ladies, you're going to need to go to the Facebook event and post your questions in the event. That way I will be able to find them. Otherwise, they're going to be all over the place. So go to the Facebook event for Wednesday wardrobing, post your questions. If there are any questions, I will get on live and answer those. All right? So thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. Make sure you come down and see us for our spring open house. It is going to be the only store-wide sale of the season, and it is this Friday and Saturday. We'll talk to you later.